Skloni se, mala. Šta radiš tu? Jednoga dana ima neko da te ukrade, a tad si gotova.
Hello, good evening.
Hi there,
Good
Petra.
evening, Lawrence. Welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to see you finally.
Yes, I saw you were trying to connect earlier. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
How are you? Welcome.
Good. How are you?
So, welcome to 𝘂𝗶𝗍𝗄𝗃 International Film Festival, the 11th edition. We are virtual this year, and with Inspire TV, we have some these talks, Inspire TV live sessions, live talks with you. I am in Greece right now, where I'm Petra Terzi. And where are you calling from? Where are you, Lawrence?
I'm from a state called Manipur in India. So I'm in the northeast part of India right now. Yeah.
Oh, and I think it's late. What time is it now?
Yeah, it's around 11:30 p.m. here.
Okay. And you, Russell, you are coming from
I'm in London in the UK right now. It's only 6 o'clock, well, 6:30 in the evening. So.
Okay, so welcome. We watched some trailers and yours also. Your films participate in the festival. Russell, would you like to talk a bit about your work and the film you are presenting in the festival?
Sure. So my film is called A Line, and it's a sort of conceptual experimental dance film, and it stars 2 dancers. So we have 𝘂𝗁𝗄𝗰𝗶𝗹. She's an American ballet dancer. And we have Holly Weston. She's a British actress, and she's been in quite a lot of things here. She was in a TV soap for many years, so a lot of people know her from a TV series called Hollyoaks that we have in the UK. And not many people know that, but she's actually a very talented pole dancer. And about 10 years ago, she starred in Madonna's directorial debut and that's where she learned how to pole dance. So Madonna's production team trained her up, and she actually continued it as a hobby and a passion, and continued to train for many years. And she's really, really perfected that now. And so the 2 dancers in my film star alongside each other. It's just a kind of bird's eye view into their lives. And to sort of, the idea is that they're rehearsing separately in their studios and they're doing their routines, and they're very, very different. They have very different lives and very different crafts. You wouldn't think the ballet and pole dancing have anything in common. But sort of our cinematography and our choreography tries to suggest that while they may be different, they actually have a lot of similarities. And the girls themselves have a lot of similarities in how they approach their crafts as well. So essentially, we're trying to challenge the audience to think about how, two radically different things, how they can actually have something in common. And, perhaps this is a concept we could apply to many other ways. It's just a metaphor, essentially. So that's what our film's about.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's a very beautiful dance film.
Thank you.
And Lawrence, your film is mobile, right?
Yes,
It's
it's shot with a cell phone, yes.
Okay, tell us a bit about the story, how you got the inspiration to do that.
This is actually a true story, the film. So it happened to my wife's relatives, and I met them over dinner one night, and they told me the story, and it's something that happened to them. And so I thought it was a really strong, it was a very strong story. I think it needed to be told visually. So I worked on the script around it, and also the fact that it talks about like life in Manipur, the place where I'm from, like the story is from around 10, 15 years ago, and how much this place has changed over that period. I was able to talk about, how this place was when I was growing up. So I got an opportunity to visit that. And that's why I took the story up. Yeah.
Yes. How did you decide to do it by mobile? And the title is The Bird Song, right?
Yeah. Having a child actor, we did not want to use a really big camera, and we wanted to make the process as comfortable for the kid as possible. So that was one of the reasons. Another reason was I've always wanted to try using a mobile phone for shooting a film, because I think nowadays, each year, it keeps getting better and better. So I really wanted to see how much I can, push the limits of filmmaking with a small, cell phone, which, you could just pop it out of your pocket and, and how much you can actually push with, with how much the cell phone's getting better and better in taking footages. So really wanted to push that. And that was the reason use the mobile phone.
Yeah, you are a visual effects artist, right?
Yes.
And you have been in New Zealand?
Yes, I was in New Zealand for 10 years, and I worked there as a VFX artist. So got to work on a lot of cool projects there, but that was all, again, in post-production. And this would be just my second film. So once I came back from New Zealand to India, I started working on my own films, so this was a career change for me. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rahil, tell us your experience. You are based in London. You are mostly in film or in something else? How related you are with the dance?
So no, I'm not. I do film sort of part-time at the moment. It's something which I've been doing since 2016. I'm actually also working in finance, so it's very, very different. But I've been involved in sort of performing arts since I was very little. So when I was 9, I did theatre. I was in professional. Actually, the only time I've ever been sort of in front of an audience. As a kid, I was in the West End and I sang, and I have been doing dance since I was about 2 or 3. and just, but I prefer to be sort of behind the scenes and, you know, behind the camera and behind the concepts these days. But I still dance. I mean, dance is my absolute first passion, and that's why I wanted to make a dance film for the first film I directed. So, and that's something I still do. I do all the time. So I don't know if I'm going to do another dance film, but obviously I mean, I have a lot of aspirations to continue moving forward in film. And we actually, there's a feature film in the works at the moment, but it's all kind of a little bit hush hush. The people who I'm not really going to be talking about it at the moment, just because the director is sort of laying low. So we'll see. Hopefully that will move forward. Everything's a bit delayed because of COVID, but we'll see. And then eventually I'll hope to move out of finance. So because I would love to be in film, sort of full time.
Sure. So how was your life during the pandemic? What did you do all these months?
Well, my job in finance has continued, or we just work from home because it can obviously be done. The film we were sort of working on, and we were in pre-production at the moment, so we've just had to, I mean, things have been very delayed for the independents anyway, because I know that productions continued for the, you know, in the non-independent type of cinema. But yeah, I mean, the UK, again, we've been hit quite badly. So I mean, it obviously hasn't been the most wonderful year, but I mean, in terms of being able to, I mean, you know, I'm very lucky I can still work from home and do a lot from home. And this is the first year, well, actually, no, this is the second time I participated in the festival circuit for something, but yeah, for me personally and for our team, this has been, I mean, the film we've done has been very successful. So, you know, on the circuit, so we're all really, really pleased, you know, to be able to be involved in things like this and, you know, learn from a lot of other filmmakers and so forth. So that's been, I mean, a positive side of 2020 in that way.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, probably it was positive for you.
in many ways, yeah. I can't complain too much personally. So
okay, it's a different way of living. It's a challenge. And personally, I liked your film. Dance is always powerful by 𝘂𝗄𝗄𝗃, but I like the aesthetics a lot. And I think your film won an award last month.
It did in Cyprus.
Yeah.
Yes. I was actually, I have to tell you, I was there, I was watching it, I was live, my camera was off. I tell you, we were at home. I have a projector, so we projected it onto the wall, like at home. So it was like having a home cinema. But I'll be honest, I didn't realize, because I'll admit this, I misread the email. So I didn't know we'd won until you announced it live, which is why I didn't do a video. So I was so embarrassed, but obviously really, really happy. It was like, we got the champagne out. It was a really nice surprise. So yeah, I think, yeah, I emailed you the next morning, but yeah, it was very exciting. I thought it was a really, really great evening, just watching all the trailers and watching everybody speak. So that was awesome.
So you want to tell something with this film? There is a metaphor.
Yes.
You're going to reveal that with us?
Yes, I mean, essentially what we're saying is, you know, we're asking people to look, you know, at these two different crafts, and we're asking people to look, and, you know, and ballet, obviously, you know, it has its sort of roots in, you know, it's got the whole French terminology, and it's a very well-respected profession. And, you know, pole dancing is a lot more ambiguous. It doesn't have the same language. It has a lot of, you know, other preconceptions about it, which are not so great. And we are essentially trying to isolate them and say, look at these two crafts, with try not to have the preconceptions. So we just almost strip them down and say, look at these two girls just rehearsing. They're rehearsing in the same studio, you know, and you know, they can't see one another, and we're saying, just look at them and try to sort of isolate what they're doing, and try to appreciate perhaps how sophisticated the movements are. And also another thing is we say with the pole dancing, as that at times, when you see Holly perform, you can see that actually pole dancing can be very elegant and very graceful, which is what ballet is known for. And ballet can be also very sexy, and that's not necessarily something that people would immediately associate with the work of a ballerina. But we're very, very careful to try and reiterate to people, we're not trying to say that pole dancing is not a sexual thing. It's not just we're not trying to say it's a sport and it's it's elegant. We're trying to say it has many different sides to it. We're not trying, and same with ballet, we're not trying to sexualize ballet. We're just saying it also has the same elements to it. It can have, it depends how you look at it. So we are essentially saying that if these are just two very different dance forms of very different history, very different societal, connotations. But if these two dance forms have so many differences, then you can perhaps, apply that to other differences, differences between cultures or differences, and say perhaps there are more similarities between people than we think. People who seemingly, do such different things or have such different lives, at the end of the day, we're all human. And, both of these dances, it's interesting because it was another festival in New York. It was the Artist Forum. They selected our film to be part of their program, which was it's a program called Tales of the Heart. So they sort of thought that our story was about, they assigned it to that area of the program because they thought that our girls, they love their crafts, they're in love with what they do. And perhaps that's another thing that unites the two of them, is that they're passionate about their crafts. So essentially it's just I think with dance, like any kind of art, music or anything, it just is sort of, it can tell a story, and it doesn't have to go to people who are not dancers.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we have another director who made a great dance film in the festival, Alejandra Perez. She just joined from the United States, and we are going to see your trailer first. Okay, Alejandra?
Oh, perfect, thank you.
Christos is going to screen it right away. So welcome, Alejandra. It's your participation in the official program of the festival. So how you are related with dance and filmmaking?
Thank you very much. I mean, I heard the story of Rachel, and I thought like, oh, I have to be there because she's talking about dance. But yes, I used to be a professional dancer myself back when I was a teenager in Mexico and early in my 20s. So I dance folklore and jazz and a little bit of everything, kind of multidisciplinary dancer. And went to North America to finish higher education. But then after several trials and working in corporate America for a while, I felt that that wasn't me. So I went back to school, I finished an MFA in film, and this was my first fiction film. And I thought, I'm gonna put the two things together, the visual, my love for visuals, for movies and dance. And then I just wrote this story, which is a little bit kind of personal. It's about a story of a difficult relationship between a mother and daughter. However, it's not really my relationship with my mother, it's really my sister's relationship with my mother. And I always just look from afar, and I feel, but you know, like I know that there is so much love between them. They want to say so much to each other, but somehow every time they get together, there is something that it sparks the conflict. So I thought, you know, but yet there is something beautiful about their relationship because they care for each other, they love for each other. And so I thought maybe I just put this in a film and in a dance, because words sometimes can be very harmful, can be very painful. And I figure I think dance and movement can translate the feeling and at the same time make it elegant, graceful, and beautiful. So I wrote the script that when I was casting these two ladies, it was a little bit difficult to decide, should I cast for an actress that knows how to dance or a dancer that knows how to act. But then I found these ladies that they were just fantastic by their own right. The mother, the lady that plays the mother, she's a 70-year-old dancer, which I thought it was fantastic. And unfortunately, in this industry, we don't give a lot of opportunities to, you know, to older dancers. So I thought I'm just gonna grab her because she's graceful. She's very passionate about the project. She's very strong, and she definitely was. We were doing rehearsals and the shootings that she was there, and at times we were all tired, and she was like, "Okay, are we gonna do it again?" And she's just like this energy that she had. It was like so beautiful. And then the lady that plays the mother, the daughter, Stephanie Santos. She also very special. She has a prosthetic leg, and I figured same thing. You know, in this industry, we don't give a lot of opportunities to people with disabilities, and the story is not about disability. It's about, again, the relationship. But then I thought this somehow I can leave it out there for people's interpretation to decide if that is part of the issue why they have this conflict. Maybe not. I say I'm not gonna put it as the focus. It's out there, but I just want to have somebody that's as well is giving the passion, the love of the project. And she did fantastic. I was so amazed and so proud of both of them. So there it is, Her Mother's Daughter. It's a short film. It's 13 minutes. So hopefully you get to see it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It is amazing. 10 years ago, I was in New York in January. There is an artists and promoters exhibition called APAP. And it's the first time that I watched disabled dancers on stage. And it was wonderful. It was very inspiring and very difficult to see what the achievement of these people, the dancers and the choreographers. It is amazing. Lawrence, you are from India.
Yeah.
And okay, you worked overseas. Yeah. And but there is something about you that you like to do only Indian films and only in a specific language.
Not necessarily.
The dialect that you speak of your town.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, the thing is, I spent 10 years working outside on doing visual effects for TV shows like Spartacus, Ash vs. Evil Dead. These were more commercial things, and of course working on music videos like Katy Perry and that sort of thing. But then I thought it was time to come home and do things on my own, rather than working for someone else, and rather than working for big productions. I wanted to be the master of my craft. So I came back here, I started my own company, and now I'm making films here. So the fact that there aren't many movies coming out from this place, and me having worked outside, can get this platform to showcase films from this little place in India. I think that's a big thing to me. And having this movie being played at the Bridges International Film Festival means a lot. So people from all over the world getting to watch my film, getting to learn about this little place. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
That's what I did.
I remember 15, I mentioned that because I remember 15 years ago, the first time we had in 2006, the Cyprus International Film Festival, an Indian film with Tamil, in Tamil
Right.
language was awarded. And all the sites all over the world were writing about us, the
Right.
prestigious festival that the first ever Tamil film was awarded in an international festival.
Right.
For us, I mean, people who don't know Indian, all dialects is the same. So what counts is the art, what
Yes,
the
absolutely.
filmmaker expresses, the
Yes.
ways of his expression, of course, the acting and the story, the music.
Right.
What is your opinion about Bollywood films? Because they have a lot of dance as well.
Yeah, I'm very far away from Bollywood, but and it's very different from the kind of movies that I do. But yeah, I mean, my family loves watching Bollywood films. My wife loves watching Bollywood films. They're very entertaining, not necessarily very reflective of what happens in real life, but I think when you go to watch a Bollywood movie, I think it's like a stress reliever for people. So you just shut yourself off, go and watch it, get entertained. It's like how the Marvel movies are or the blockbuster movies are in Hollywood. So it kind of has the same effect here for people. They watch it so that they can be entertained. That's about it about Bollywood. I'm not so much into dance, but I'm sure these wonderful women can tell you more about dancing. But I don't think I'm a good judge of dances. Yeah.
But you are informed of song and singing,
Song
right?
and singing. Yeah.
Yeah, because your film is about a song, a bird
Yes.
song. So
Yeah, but it's a bird song.
yeah, it's the bird song. So, and there is a market for these films in India. It's a big market, and you like also length, big films. I mean, duration above 2 hours. But internationally, there are some another kind of Indian filmmaking is coming, and we receive and we select in the festival. Like this year, we have another Indian film, Gutter Boy, by female filmmaker 𝘂𝗍𝗄𝗯𝗀, and this is not a Bollywood film.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I saw the trailer of that film. It looked wonderful. And
yeah,
I managed to watch all the movies in my category, that's category H. So I've seen Rachel's movie. I thought it was wonderful. And it was so beautiful, the way the juxtaposition between ballet dancing and pole dancing. That was wonderful.
Thank you
And
so much.
the music struck out. I really love the music in your film.
Oh, thank you. That was done actually by my brother-in-law.
All
So
right.
yeah, he's a very talented musician. So there's that dilemma. I'm sure that all of you have had in filmmaking have had the same dilemma, which is, do I work with family or not?
Right.
So I gave him a chance, and actually I didn't make his life too miserable, and I didn't think so. Yeah, it worked out very well.
I think you pulled it through. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell him that you love the movie.
yes. Lawrence, what do you think about your future in film? What is your new project? Do you work already on something?
The thing about me is that since I've worked very heavily in post-production, I feel that I'm able to see both sides of filmmaking, the production as well as the post-production. So when I set out to make a film, it's very specific. Like I know exactly what I need like to get done because I've worked so much in post-production and polishing a film that I've come to learn what the movie needs to be polished. So in that way, I can cut out a lot of errors that can be made while making the movie during production. So like in the bird song, all the scenes with the birds, they were all CGI. So there was no actual bird. There is the behind the scenes, which I've uploaded on YouTube. So that kind of helps me in understanding the kind of filmmaking that I do. So for me, now I'm gonna move on to feature films, and that's gonna be my next project. This place, like I said, has interesting history. Second World War, there's a Second World War, issue that took place in Manipur, and I'm gonna work on that one.
So you have the story already. You are not
Yeah,
looking.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And you will shoot there. You will do casting there, right?
Yeah, it has to be here because the incident took place here. So it's an important landmark in history that took place in this place in Manipur. So yeah, I will be working on it here. Yeah.
How difficult is to do filming now in your place, in your area?
In my area, it's a little town, so there's not much restrictions. But of course, with the pandemic and the COVID that's going around, you've got to be smart about how you film. But there are no such restrictions by the government. But it's not like we're in Mumbai or a bigger city where they have a film city and they have lots of city regulations and things like that. But in Manipur, it's quite lenient. Yeah.
Yeah. Alejandra, you are in San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Yes. How is the situation there? What do you face? What if you handle?
Well, for one, it's beautiful. It's very nice and sunny. And just yesterday, we had a little bit of rain, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's raining!" So we go in, and then we think like, "Oh, this is not the East Coast. In the East Coast, they have like this snowstorm that is coming, and we complain about a little rain." So it is a beautiful city. In terms of the pandemic, it was open. Restaurants were open for outdoor dining and some events, small events with certain distance. But then just a week and a half ago, it went into color purple. So things shut down. So now again, back into no salons, no restaurants, and no public events. So no until January 4th. And in terms of the shooting and filming, but it makes it difficult. So things that were happening in San Francisco, which there were not that many things happening, then they had to shut down. In LA, they're still shooting, but for what I've heard is that there is, they have a lot of rules that they have to. I think it's kind of like even these tents, almost like an Olympic village, that they have to be in, and they all get tested and retested to make sure that nobody is infected. But I don't know. I mean, for San Francisco, we're shot every film production, but in LA, they might still, but not that much right now.
I understand. What do you think about the future when you will be able to go out and shoot?
Yeah, well, the good thing about being in the West Coast is the industry, right? I mean, obviously more in LA, but it goes all the way to San Francisco.
I mean about your project.
About my project?
Yes, in your project.
Yes, well, Her Mother's Daughter, I would like to eventually bring it to the stage, as a stage form, as a performance piece. But that will be obviously, probably in a year or two. Right now I'm working on an installation piece, in a 3-channel installation piece, video installation piece about identity transformation and woman. So I'm taking my own story as an immigrant in a new country, and the transformation that I go through navigating life as I go through these changes as a woman in a different country, but also working with memory, how my past is still part of me, even though I am transforming. But not just me as a female, but also bringing my ancestors, bringing my female ancestors that somehow, is this chain of strength that yes, I am me, but I'm also representing this other woman back home in my country, in my origin, that helped me to be who I am, and that I am following that trajectory, hopefully for the new generations as well. You know, my nieces and my nieces. I mean, I'm talking about more of a female story, identity female story. So hopefully I finish it by the end of next year. No, by the beginning of next year, and then my plan is to put it in galleries and hopefully museums. But well, let's start with galleries.
It's a very interesting project. I'm sure that London, we will welcome it.
I would love to have it there.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for being here with us, participating in the festival. Today I was in a training about festival managers, and they say, oh, we didn't have any festival this year, and cancel, postpone. I say, wait a minute, we have festival. We have a live festival now in Greece. It's the British International Film Festival, and I say live because we have these live talks every day at 8 o'clock, so we can meet and network each other. And there is also the virtual screening program. Somebody who wants to watch the films that are the Bridges Goes Online program, they can buy a ticket, a festival pass or a daily pass in order to watch the films. And I would like to say, because I didn't say all these days, that for the feature films, there are special premieres, and these tickets, the filmmakers are benefit with a 40% of the ticket. So you can do that. And the festival pass holders have the privilege to vote for their best film. So do you have a last word to conclude this chat today, Lawrence?
I just wanted to ask about the 25th, because it's going to be Christmas and we've got the closing ceremony. So is it going to be a Zoom chat like this, or what's going to happen?
Yes.
So it's going to be like this,
all these days is a training for the award ceremony.
Right.
So Alejandra, I know you were in Cyprus. Oh, and Rachel were in Cyprus. It was a bit similar, but it will be more festive. And we have a special guest, Alexandra Dukakis, who will be with us live for her Life Achievement Award. So yeah, there will be also an artistic program. It's small, but interesting, I think. And with a meaning, with a message always. So yes, Christmas Day, we will be here live.
Okay.
8 o'clock Greek time, 11:30 Indian time.
Sweet.
Yeah, 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in United States, and in London, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It will be tea time. Tea time and award ceremony. Right, Rachel?
Yes. No, Lawrence basically read my mind. I was going to ask about the Christmas Day. So, yeah, I think I can tune in.
Yeah, we chose, it is a special day during the pandemic. If you don't remember the participation in the festival, you will remember the Christmas Day and the award ceremony the same day.
We're not going anywhere, right? There is nowhere to go, so might as well just attend and have a glass of coffee or a glass of champagne and celebrate.
Yes, exactly. So thank you very much.
And I want to say, happy holidays if I don't see you before the holidays, but I see you at Christmas actually. Yeah, so I'm going to see you then. But
thank you. Still, and every day, every night you can join us and to join the discussion with other filmmakers. All of us, you are invited.
Thank you.
In any case, we are going to do editing. We are going to cut the necessary things. I'm joking. Bye-bye. Good night. Stay safe.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
And be inspired.
Good night.
Thank you.